Evaluating Current State by Perry First. The vision for the 2016 National Education Technology Plan is to utilize technology to support learning and improve teaching, shaping on the efforts of a variety of different education providers. The purpose of this plan is intended to be useful for any individual or group with an education involvement. This call to action has hopes of empowering learning through the use of technology. Thoughtful attention on transforming learning experiences with the use of technology in order to provide fair and valuable learning experiences to students is a purpose of this plan. The eruption in technology in the recent years has drastically changed the learning opportunities for student growth. The availability of technological resources has grown educational opportunities for students in many ways and in many locations. Face-to-face instruction and advising is no longer necessary as students are able to learn virtually by taking online courses, partake in online advising and mentoring programs, and virtual collaboration opportunities. These experiences grow the possibilities for students to achieve and increase the opportunities of deprived students, better equity, and access to high-quality resources. Learning experiences should be personalized, and students should be given options within their learning environments. When students are able to make choices within their learning experiences, they are more likely to remain engaged and consider it less of a chore. Technological options I have seen available in my school are using Google Classroom and QR codes to access and participate in activities to produce different learning experiences for different types of learners. Learning communities are created by educators involving groups from many backgrounds, enhancing collaboration as a whole. Learning is stretched outside the classroom using tools such as Skype, thanks to available technology. Teachers benefit from this burst of technology given the instructional materials and tools easily accessible. Collaboration within education professionals is imperative to professional growth. Teachers are no longer pigeonholed into collaborating or learning from close-by colleagues. The 2016 National Education Technology Plan states, through technology, educators are no longer restricted to collaborating only with other educators in their schools. They can now connect with other educators and experts across their communities or around the world to expand their perspective and create opportunities for student learning. In October of this school year, a select group of special education teachers in my school district were provided with a 2-day in-person professional development on a reading comprehension program called Visualizing and Verbalizing that was instructed by an expert of the program. Recently, we had a collaborative Skype session with another expert of the program. This extended professional development was filled with collaborative discussions about our findings and utilizing the program, the questions we had, and how we could improve the use of the program. In order for technology to do its part in transforming learning, leaders in the education field must be knowledgeable and equipped to sharing how technology can support learning and goal achievement. Many districts are using technology implementation plans to create a structure for technology use in the education setting. Ensuring long-term sustainability is a crucial part in keeping a technology implementation plan up and running. When technology programs become obsolete, it is important that the technology is consistently upgraded and updated to support new programs and new software. An iPad was purchased by my district for a student in my class to be used as his communication device using an application called Proloquo. The new iPad was purchased because the student's old iPad did not support the updated software for Proloquo. Therefore, there were reliable means for replacing the device. Keeping track of student progress is a necessary aspect of teaching. Teachers can use this as a guide for instructing their students and will know where they struggle and where they have strengths. Assessments provided through technology are more timely, engaging, and resourceful than paper-driven assessments. With the recent burst in technology and the amount Generation Z is exposed to technology for pleasure, technology-driven assessments may not be as much of a chore as paper-driven assessments. The National Education Technology Plan argues the importance of assessment data and explains that data can help us personalize learning for students and create engaging experiences for areas in which they need support. The 2016 National Education Technology Plan quotes Darling Hammond, "Assessment data can be made available directly to students. When they have access to their data, students can play a large role in choosing their own learning pathways. The data also can be made available to family members so students advocates can play a more active role in supporting their child's education." As shown on the presentation, my district offers a resource called Raz Kids through the Learning A to Z website to students, where students can read or listen to books, then respond to comprehension questions on their reading level via the Raz Kids source and through their individual account. The website offers incentives via the site like prizes, coins, etc. The more books you read and comprehension questions you get to answer. The students are able to see their own progress, and this can also be accessed at home, where parents have the opportunity to stay involved and with their child's learning. Here there are screenshots of student statistics and data from their individual accounts. You can see there's a parent tab where parents can get access. It also shows students the number of stars they've earned, as well as how many books they've read, listened to, and questions they've answered. An effective learning environment using technology is dependent on reliable connectivity. High quality, engaging, and beneficial resources are not available to teachers or students if accessible, reliable, and steady internet is unattainable. The goal of the infrastructure section states all students and educators will have access to a robust and comprehensive infrastructure when and where they need it for learning. There are components essential to the infrastructure in order for it to support learning experiences that allow a transformation to a technological world. Protection for student data and privacy is discussed within the 2016 National Education Technology Plan. We have already discovered that data is important in the implementation of personalized learning for students. However, great consideration must go into how the data affects students. The 2016 National Education Technology Plan states, schools and districts have an obligation to tell students and families what kind of data the school or third parties is keeping. I was trained in an online data collection program, as shown on the slide, called Rethink Ed, by a consultant who is an expert of this program and was hired by the district to offer me training. I create graphs with data points to provide student progress, and this information is relayed to the families. This source can only be accessed by me. Additionally, student data must be kept confidential, as many times student data is included in a legal document, for example, an IEP or an individualized education plan. There is a high security system in place to access the IEP Direct system, which holds private and personal student information, which is also shown on the screen.